I'm very pleased to introduce the next series of presentations in what is a much beloved part of the annual CAVA conference, the Keith Fletcher Student Awards. The Keith Fletcher Awards are a fantastic way to celebrate the amazing accomplishments and achievements of CAVA students across the membership. The winners of today will go on to be judged for the National Keith Fletcher Awards, which will culminate in a virtual reception in spring 21. We are absolutely thrilled that last year, the winner of our Outstanding Commitment to Study, Jack Farr, went on to win the national award as well. Thank you to everyone who nominated a student for consideration for this award this year. I think you'll all agree with me that all students last year deserve special recognition for their outstanding commitment to their studies once the outbreak of COVID-19 happened. It was really difficult to pick just 4 winners, but I think you'll agree with me when you see the presentations from the students, how deserving they are of all the recognition. So first up, I'd like to introduce our outstanding academic achievement students. Our runner-up this year is Bex Hill, who completed an Access to HE diploma in health science at ACUC. I'll hand over to Hazel Jensen, who nominated Bex.
My name is Hazel Jensen. I work as the Access to HE course leader at the AECC University College in Bournemouth. And in my role as subject tutor and the course lead, I came to nominate Rebecca for the Keith Fletcher Award due to her consistent academic successes on the programme. Bex was actually originally a student in the 18-19 academic year, and she showed really good promise then, but unfortunately she had a period of poor health and ended up having to take a study break from our programme. With a background in home education though, Bex was able to motivate herself to work during that period independently, and she also kept in contact with us a lot during that study break. Throughout that time, she seemed to make a real change to herself, both personally and professionally in terms of her academic successes. She returned back to us in the 1920 academic year, repeating some of the unit content formatively that she'd already achieved in, and then the rest of it obviously summatively. With her end goal of entering into a Masters of Chiropractic undergraduate programme. So straight away, it became clear that she had a real improvement in terms of her skill and ability. She was able to utilise resources and research that was way beyond that of what's expected as a level 3 student who hasn't studied above that level previously. She was able to be taking some quite high level, intricate detail from research and to draw educated conclusions in a way that generally as a course tutor, I wouldn't expect to see in someone at this level of study. Certainly as a frequent grader of sort of level 4, level 5 work, she was very easily achieving up to this level and some. Although, as with everything about Beck, she was very modest whenever we told her about this. So alongside this sort of increase in the study that she was able to do, we also saw that she changed in terms of personality and how she brought that level of maturity and understanding to the cohort as well. She was able to show really good empathy to a lot of the other students and became sort of a quiet, supportive friend to a lot of the others who struggled either with mental health or physical health conditions. She's been an absolute pleasure to teach across the Access course, and certainly as course tutors and as the institution, we were really, really pleased to keep her as an undergraduate student when she entered into our flagship master's programme, Integrated Masters in Chiropractic. And I'll just share with you quickly a picture of Bex and myself all dolled up for the practical teaching that we do in class. So we are teaching face-to-face with full PPE this year, which is obviously, as any of you that are involved in any sort of practical teaching know, it's really, really draining. But most certainly Bex has continued her academic successes and profiles into the current course that she's on now. As an institution, we would like to wish her every success in the future with her studies, and also a thank you to CAVA as their support and guidance in how students can take study breaks really made a difference in this case. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hazel. And now I'll hand over to Bex Hill.
Hi, my name is Bex and I am this year's runner-up. Back in 2018, I started the ACC in Bournemouth, and it was the Access to Health Sciences diploma. Unfortunately, I managed to make it up until the first kind of 4 or 5 months just after Christmas break, and I had some really severe difficulties in both my personal life and my health, which led to me having to withdraw from the course. And at that point, I just kind of felt like my world was crumbling down like around me. I had very little friends or family at this point. It was an area that I didn't know. I was far away from home for the first time in a long time. And I had no idea what to do. Luckily for me, Hazel was my head tutor and also the head of the Access course, and gave me support that I honestly can't thank her enough for, because yeah, I genuinely can say hand on my heart, I wouldn't be where I am if I hadn't received the level of support and patience she definitely gave me. And she explained to me and gave me the options that I could come back at the next term, and that, you know, sort myself out, feel better, recover, and then come back better and get the grades that I needed to go into the chiropractic course. And that is exactly what I did. I came back in 2019 after maintaining contact with her. I knew what I was coming into, I felt better about it, and I completed the course in 2020 and luckily got the grades that I needed to get onto the chiropractic course, and somehow managed to get my life back on track. And I can definitely say, without Hazel and the support that both she and the university and other tutors gave me, I don't know what I'd be doing today. And I would say still up to this point, she is still giving me massive amount of support through the uni and still helping me kind of get myself together, overcome my personal issues and also my physical issues. And I honestly couldn't be happier, and I couldn't be more grateful to her. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Hazel and Bex. I think there's such a great example of the power of the relationship between a course tutor and their student. Moving on to the winner of Outstanding Academic Achievement, Mikey Phillips. Mikey completed an Access to HE diploma in science at Petrock College, and I'll hand over to Mark Rivers, who nominated Mikey.
Hi, I'm just going to say a little bit about Michael Phillips, whom I nominated for the CAVA Access Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. Now, Michael, or Mikey as he likes to be known, is definitely one of the best chemists I've seen on the Access Chemistry course, and it's certainly no surprise to me that Mike is being given this award. Mikey had an intuitive understanding of the subject matter, which I've not often seen in students on this course, and coupled with his incredibly strong work ethic, this enabled him to achieve excellent results throughout the course. With every assignment, Mikey showed his willingness to explore the subject thoroughly and often on a much deeper level than I expected. In this way, Mikey was able to achieve to an outstanding level, usually beyond the confines of the distinction, and all this whilst holding down a full-time night shift employment for a local pharmaceutical company. I mean, it's an incredible achievement. For this reason, I think Mikey could equally have been a good candidate for Outstanding Commitment to Study Award also, but obviously that's been taken by another member of this institution. So it's been a good year, in fact, for us. Also, Mikey's fellow students had nothing but praise for him, and there's a couple of quotes from them. Michael Phillips, super impressed with the way he gets to college every week, does his work without complaining, and somehow manages to hold down a full-time job during the nights, and somehow surviving on very little sleep. On top of that, achieved distinctions in all his assignments. Incredible work ethic. And another student says, whilst working a full-time job, also managed to complete the course, had great attendance and attitude, even though he only slept 2 hours most days. Incredible achievement that was from Mikey. I don't know how he did it. I mean, he turned up to lessons looking a bit bleary-eyed sometimes, but always sharp and on the ball, and ready to get on with the lesson. So absolutely amazing. And of course, it's no surprise that Mikey has gone on to read chemistry at Bath University, and as I understand it, is being considered for a scholarship there. Now, Mike is going to be an absolute asset to that institution, and no doubt to the wider chemical industry, academia, or education in the future, whichever way Mikey decides to go. So all I can say is congratulations, Mikey. You really do deserve it. Well done.
And now, our winner of Outstanding Academic Achievement, Mikey Phillips.
Hello, I'm Mikey Phillips, winner of the Keith Fletcher Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement. I would like to say how honoured I am that Mark Rivers, my chemistry teacher, nominated me for this award. I will never forget being in chemistry at 9 o'clock on a Friday morning after waking up to go to work at 9 p.m. on Tuesday, and Mark would never fail to point out just how rough I looked. However, this is a testament to his teaching. No matter how bad I felt, I always wanted to be there. And this is true of all the teachers. Not only were they extremely good at delivering the subject, but also supporting the students in academic studies. Susie, the director of studies, was also extremely supportive. I told her after the course, and I'd like to repeat it now, but she is extremely good at what she does. The peer support between myself and my classmates, along with the staff, have left me with nothing but fond memories of my time at Petrog, which overshadows the hard. I imagine it gets said every year, and I really don't want to be that guy. However, without my peer group and the staff, I wouldn't be talking to you today. So I'd like to raise a glass and a toast to everyone who was at Petrog class 2019-2020. Cheers.
Cheers, Mikey. Congratulations to both Mikey and Bex. Amazing accomplishment by both students. Moving on to our Outstanding Commitment to Study Awards. This year, our runner-up is Roberta Ibsen Steele, who completed an Access to HE diploma in counselling at the West Suffolk College. Rob Margetson nominated Roberta.
So I'm here today to introduce Roberta, who is one runner-up for the Outstanding Commitment to Study. Our Access students here at West Suffolk College are all exceptional individuals, and Roberta is no exception to this. I believe it takes a special person to undertake a counselling course. Coming back into education and facing not academic challenges, but also emotionally challenges involved with training to become a counsellor and to forge a career as a professional. Roberta was one of our youngest students on the course, and when I first met Roberta, I saw a young woman with huge potential. It soon became to my attention that Roberta had experienced a difficult life from childhood and had faced some really difficult, challenging times. For example, being bullied at school, in which I myself could relate to and empathise with. She needed someone to believe in her, to give her a chance in life, and that's what we did here as tutors at West Suffolk College. At the beginning of the course, Roberta was going through a difficult time, experiencing a significant loss, depression, and sleep deprivation. Days at college were emotional and brought up a lot of pain for Roberta. It was again another year with more issues in her personal life, and on top of that, also being diagnosed with PTSD. At times, I myself wondered if Roberta would have the strength to complete the course. However, Roberta displayed an amazing amount of resilience, commitment and determination to complete her studies. No matter what was going on for Roberta, her participation in class was always 100%, and admiration came from others in the way in which she found the ability to help and support her peers even in her times of struggles. Her academic work progressed all the time as she demonstrated her knowledge within her assignments, becoming a distinction level student. The growth on an emotional and academic level was outstanding to watch as her tutor. Roberta is now currently undertaking her degree to reach her goal of becoming a fully qualified counsellor, which I'm sure she will go on and achieve, and go on to help others change their lives around like she has her own. It now gives me great pleasure and the honour to introduce to you all today Miss Roberta Ibsen Still.
Thank you. Wow, I'm so honoured. Just like to start off by saying thank you to Rob, Sarah, all my peers, my family, friends and my boyfriend. I wouldn't have made it through without you all. Would also like to say a big congratulations to all the nominees. Just to be nominated is a great success. I can appreciate how much hard work and effort it is. You should all be immensely proud. Starting my journey on the Introduction to Counselling course back in 2016, I knew this was something I wanted to study. It gave me hope, finally something I found that I felt passionate about and wanted to pursue as a career. After 3 challenging years of bereavement, I was accepted onto Access to Counselling course in September 2019. I was overjoyed, filled with happiness, hope and courage. Facing the difficulties I faced in younger years and in recent years, I feel has broken me, but it's also given me the strength and courage I need to carry on. I always like to see the positives. This has helped to carry me through. Out of all this, I managed to successfully pass and receive my diploma in counselling level 3. When Rob contacted me saying I've been nominated for the Keith Fletcher Awards, Outstanding Commitment to Studies, I was in shock. I screamed, I cried, and I jumped up and down in excitement. To have been nominated was amazing. To have actually come close to winning, I still don't quite believe it. I feel incredibly grateful for coming in as runner-up for this award. Again, thank you everyone who has helped me along this journey. Now in the first year of my BA Honours degree in counselling and the hard work continues. Bring it on.
Thank you, Rob and Roberta, for that excellent double act. The winner of our Outstanding Commitment to Study Award this year is Tanya O'Connor. Tanya completed an Access to HE Diploma in Education at Petrock College. Claire Collins nominated Tanya.
Hi there, I'm Claire and I teach Literary Studies at Petrock. I have the pleasure of introducing Tanya. This is a student who showed a commitment to her studies above and beyond all expectations during an extremely challenging year, both personally for her and later, as it turned out, for everyone. In the face of some incredible challenges, Tanya remained positive, diligent, and most importantly of all, supportive of her fellow Access students in all ways possible. Like many of our Access students, Tanya is a mum. This can make learning challenging for anybody, but Tanya's circumstances were such that she had to spend a lot of time at home supporting them through some exceptionally challenging situations. Rather than treating this as an obstacle to achieving her goal of completing her Access diploma in order to study to become a teacher, Tanya took comfort from college. It gave her the opportunity to do something different. Access allowed her to gain a new identity and focus on her future. Tanya is an incredibly resilient individual who, from my perspective as a teacher, demonstrated a truly studious attitude, accepting all support and advice offered to her and taking on board everything suggested in her first assignments. This led to some brilliant progress, and it is a testament to Tanya's determination to her goals that she never appeared to be disheartened or disillusioned. Again, she looked to the future and saw opportunities for improvement. As a team, we have been incredibly moved by Tanya's care and support of both her fellow learners during her year with us and our new Access to HE cohort. Tanya has been an active member of our Facebook Access to HE at Petrock group, and at the beginning of the year, she took the time to answer learners' questions, offer support, and she shared her story with others as well. She regularly updates us on her progress in HE and recently started her teaching placement, again using this experience to inspire other learners and even asking learners to get in touch should they have need of advice from a different perspective. Tanya, I am thrilled that you achieved the Outstanding Commitment to Study Award, and I'm so confident that you fully deserve it. I know that you're going to make an absolutely fantastic teacher. Congratulations.
And now, our winner of Outstanding Commitment to Study, Tanya O'Connor.
Hello, and I'd just like to say first of all thank you to Claire Collins for first of all nominating me, and second of all for all the laughs that we had in literacy studies. Just a quick introduction really. I did the humanities pathway on the Access to HE because my dream is to become a primary school teacher. When I first started the course, I expected there to be some difficulties because I've got a special needs child. However, I didn't really know what was going to happen in the future with my eldest child. There was a few difficulties that he developed a drug addiction, and his mental health declined. That when I was during my 6 weeks placement, we decided it was best as a family to put him into social care. It was a very difficult decision, but I still carried on with my studies because that was my way of keeping it away from reality, shall we say. So I didn't have to think about my real life while I was studying. I'd also like to thank Susie Smale, who helped me during that time. She was very understanding, not contradicting or anything like that. So if anyone ever does have a problem, please contact any of your lecturers. They are amazing. And I've now in my first year at university studying primary education. So if anyone has any doubts about anything at all, then go for it and you'll get through this. So no matter what you do, just aim for it, be yourself and do it. You're all amazing. Thank you.
It's fantastic to see students going above and beyond their own studies to help their fellow students succeed in their own courses. Congratulations to Roberta and Tanya, very well deserved. Please join me in congratulating all 4 of our students for really highlighting the outstanding qualities of our Access to HE cohorts. We wish them all the very best with their ongoing studies and all the best for their future success. If you recognised any of your students in those stories, I would strongly encourage you to nominate them for the 2020-21 Keith Fletcher Awards. Our students always give us a cause for celebration.